Let us begin today. Tabo kathamritam tapta jivanam kovibhiriritam kalmashapaham sravanamangalam srimadatatam bhuvi grinanti e bhurida janaha. These words are just like the nectar, and this helps in our life. Now, last class, in our last discourse on 20th May, we have discussed what is purity of mind. The blessed are those who are pure in heart, as Jesus said. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna again and again is telling, if you have to realize God, then you have to purify your mind. What is the purification? From the Bhagavad Gita we quoted, the purification means some of the divine qualities that you have to develop. And these qualities, that is purity of heart, whatever you are thinking, that you must speak, and that way you must work. So these three should be equal. I am thinking something, telling something, working in a different way. That is not purity of heart. The simplicity with the intelligence, simplicity of a child and the intelligence of a wise person. So that is called purity of heart. Then the knowledge about the reality of this world. Every moment the world is changing, it is transitory. That is the knowledge. Then the devotion. Devotion means faith in something which is the creator, preserver, and the destroyer of this whole. And then steadfastness, benevolence, sense control, unselfishness, and steady in studying the scripture. This is also very important. So these are the gunas: swadhyaya, tapa, arjavam, austerity, controlling my mind and senses, uprightness, then ahimsa, non-violence. Then comes truthfulness and free from anger, the renunciation, tranquility of mind and peace, aversion to slander, not criticizing others, not finding fault with others, gentleness, modesty, steadiness, vigor, patience, fortitude, harmlessness, free from vanity. These are all the divine qualities. Dvaiva guna. These are all divine qualities. So what is divinity? All these wonderful qualities, if we can achieve in our life. So always we make confusion about supernatural power, some yogic power, and the spirituality, divinity. The people who can walk on the water, or can travel in the air, or can listen, or can study the minds of others, and can tell about what is going to happen in future, these are not spirituality. Spirituality is these qualities. And that is why in Bhagavad Gita again it says, Shvattik Jnana. The spiritual knowledge. What is that spiritual knowledge? Knowledge of oneness among this diversity. That's all. Knowledge of oneness among diversity. That is spiritual knowledge. Sarva bhuteshu ena ekam, by which one is able to use and see the unity in diversity. Sarva bhuteshu ena ekam bhavam abhayam ikshate. Abhibhaktam vibhakteshu. Vibhakta means different. So many varieties of beings are there in this world. How can we think that it is only one? And that one is nothing but the God. So if we can think about that, if we can realize that, that is called spiritual knowledge. Tadjnanam viddhi sattikam. Sattika means the highest, spiritual. And that knowledge is called Swattika Jnana. One who is having that knowledge, Sattika Karta. The moment one thinks about the spirituality, he stopped working, doing something for the society. That was practiced in India for many, many years. That was wrong. That is exactly what they said long back in Bhagavad Gita by Sri Krishna. Thousands and thousands of years before, Sri Krishna said that you have to work. You cannot stop without work. We cannot sit without work. But work with a secret. What is that secret? Unattached. Without expecting the result. That is called Swattika Karma. But somehow or other, the karma theory came in our mind and it was misinterpreted. Hinduism is a very old religion, very old path to God realization. More than 6,000, 7,000 years before, 6,000, 7,000 years before. So obviously different type of loopholes, different type of defects came. And then at the same time, a great soul like Krishna came, Sri Ramakrishna came, and they modified, they put that on the proper track. Krishna came and he said, Mukta Sangha, Anaham Badi, Dhriti, Utsaha Samannitaha. One who is free from pride and self-importance, endowed with steadiness and zeal. Again, Siddha Asiddha Nirvikara, who is unruffled in success and failure. Karta Satikam Uchyate, and he is the spiritual doer, highest doer. So this is very important. When we are working with detachment, working understanding that I may be successful, I may be failure. The moment you are failure, people will be criticizing. You have to be tranquil again, that very moment. When you are successful, all people will praise. But that time also you have to be tranquil. You know, next moment I may fail. So that equality of mind, how it can come? When one can understand everything is done by God, not me. So this way Bhagavan is telling that Swattika Jnana, spiritual knowledge, is the knowledge of oneness among different varieties. There are many, many things, but how can you understand that? That is, each and every soul is having a prana. That you can understand. Something, when it is there in the body, body has the value. When that thing, which we can't explain what is that, goes out of the body, body has no value. It will be either buried or burned. That means body has no value. Then what is the more valuable things? They call in the beginning prana. Then they call jivatma. This jivatma is the reflection. Today morning one gentleman came, he was asking me, if so many pranas are there, jivatmas are there, then when one jivatma is free, that means that way slowly it will be all, number will come down, and you need not to think about that, but think of what is jivatma. What is jivatma? The reflection of the Paramatma. Who am I? I am the reflected same purity of the God, and that is why the Jesus said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Kingdom of heaven is within you. What is that kingdom of heaven? That knowledge, that quality, that understanding that I am also God, because the purity is there within me. And what is that purity? Unselfish love. If we know the definitions properly, if we are not confused with about the words, then it becomes so easy. What is religion? To understand myself. And who am I? God. And who is God? Unselfish love. That's all. Now the thing is, where is the problem? Why we can't understand? Because of selfishness. Where from the selfishness came? I, this ego. We cannot go beyond this. Everyone, right from a small child, a small kid, up to a very learned man, all are talking about I did. Without I, we cannot express anything. And what is that I? When we are going on thinking about that, the sun is there, and it is reflected on so many millions of water bodies, maybe. On the ocean, it is reflected, a river, it is reflected, pond water, it is reflected, or a very small place, muddy water, there also it is reflected. But the reflections are different. On a tranquil, huge water body, the ocean, the sun is completely, you can see. So he was asking, his question was, why there is a great personalities like the Newton or the great leaders, and why the same person, if he is having also the same quality of godliness, is behaving a very peculiar way. Why? Why one person is a doorkeeper, another is the master, same two people. One is the king, another is the doorkeeper, guard. Why? So because of the manifestation. And here comes the theory of karma. The person who has become successful, who is now the king, the leader, the appreciated by the society, a famous scientist, a successful businessman, he did something good in his past life. That is what the Hindus believe. Otherwise, you cannot answer this question. It cannot be just accident. Someone became very successful, someone, even if he has tried, could not make any success. Why? You cannot give the answer just because accident, it happens, not like that. Everything at the back, there is a reason, there is a cause. Why? When we see the effect, there must be a cause. What is the effect? Effect is that I am a very ordinary person. That is the effect. Why I am ordinary person? Why I didn't get the intellect? Why I didn't get the success like the other person? Just accident? Just it happened? No. The cause is my past karma that is forcing me, driving me, taking me, carrying me. And that is the reason it is like this. So, this is the reason sometimes a huge water body like the ocean, then like the river, then like a small pond, all are because of like this us, a great personality, then a very ordinary person, then a very ordinary person. So, this is the karma phala. Reflection of the sun is coming on everyone. Only we cannot reflect it properly, understand it properly because of our bad karma. When everything is tranquil, everything is clear, I can see I am also the same God. Each is great, Swami Vivekananda is telling. Each is potentially divine, Swami Vivekananda is telling. Just this is a statement, not like that, it's the truth. Each and everything. Now, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is telling when one reaches in that condition, what is that condition? Condition of a Swatik Karta is the doer with total unselfishness. Again and again, everyone is telling about it. But it is so difficult to practice, even difficult to understand properly. I will do, I must do, I will do it perfectly, but without any attachment. So, that is the reason sometimes the traditional monks in the India they call, they are not working, the people are very happy, appreciating him. Why? There is no reaction. When there is action, there is reaction. Ramakrishna Mission Swamis are active. They are trying to develop the society, particularly those who are poor, illiterate, downtrodden people, masses. And naturally the action has reaction. So, this is the problem. So, this way we have to understand that when we are working, but without any attachment, that is called Shattika Karta, Mukta Sangha, without attachment. Mukta means free. Sangha means attachment, without attachment. And how I can become unattached? Anahambadi. I don't have ego. When I am not having that ego, that pride, that the I am doing, then I am totally detached. I am doing. But at the same time, the moment I think, oh, I don't belong to this world, why should I do? Let it go to hell. Wrong. Dhriti, utsaho samannita, utsaho, tremendous energy. Every place, everywhere he should go and try to convert people, try to make people understand that you are making wrong. So, this way, that's called missionary. He has a mission. What is that mission? To take the message of God to every corner, each and every corner, without any attachment or waiting for the result, nothing. So, Siddhi Asiddha, Siddha Asiddha Nirvikara. He is same without success or with success, and that is called. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, when he is the person who reached in the Sattvika condition, he follow any form of religion, any path that is leading to the God without hesitation. Why? All paths are leading to the same goal, and his mind is concentrated and he is reaching to that. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is the embodiment, they say, a parliament of religions. Why parliament of religions? is a place where all religions came together, all religious paths came together, all ideas came together and mingled. In the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is the only person in the whole spiritual history, he is the only person who practiced this, and he followed it. In one place he is telling to his devotee, I had to practice each religion for a time. Notice the word, mark the word. I practiced, he is not telling like that. I had to practice. Someone instructed him, as if. Someone compelled him, as if. I had to practice each religion for a time. Hinduism, Islam, Christianity. These are the three famous religions, and Buddhism is a part of Hinduism. All the conception, a little bit of mukti and nirvana, etc. Otherwise, everything is just nothing but. So, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism is nothing but the parts of Hinduism. So, he says the Christianity, Islam and Hinduism. Then he says, I followed the paths of Shakta, Vaishnava and Vedantin. Of the Hinduism, there are three great paths. What is that? First is Shaktas, Shakti Marga, and then Vaishnava, the worshipper of Vishnu, and again Vedantin, who don't believe in the personal God. These are all philosophy, all thoughts, but leading to the same goal. Those who have studied the life of Sri Ramakrishna, all of you know. Then Sri Ramakrishna is telling, I realized that there is only one God. I realized that there is only one God toward whom all are traveling, but the paths are different. The paths are different. What are the paths? Ritual. Again and again I tell you that only in the philosophy there should be a philosophy first. In religion, what are there? First is a philosophy. Philosophy means an idea. And after that philosophy comes mythology. Mythology, that philosophy, that abstract idea, they try to make people understand through stories. And that's called mythologies. Then comes ritual. And what is that ritual? You have seen that our Swamiji is showing the light, the water, the flower, like that every morning and evening we are doing, offering fruits and all that. Then we are taking it back. And who is eating? We are ourselves, we are eating. But offering to God. We do not know whether God is eating or not, but we give with a faith that He is accepting our love. But at the same time, we are taking it back, and as a prasada, sacred food, we are eating it. Try and thinking that by partaking that, we are also becoming purified. So these are all thoughts, that's all ritual. But along with the ritual comes morality. As I was quoting from Bhagavad Gita, full of morality. The Moses, the famous 10 commandments of the Old Testament. What is their morality? The Jesus, most of his speeches, most of his teachings are morality. Everywhere that is morality. In the famous words of the Bhagavan Buddha, we discussed Bhagavan Buddha last week, year before that, I think some week we discussed about the Bhagavan Buddha. There also we found that it is nothing but morality. Teachings of Buddhism, nothing but morality. So this morality is very, very important. The moment we are trying to practice the morality, we have to be very strong. Then only we can practice morality. When a small child, he has taken a candy. If the mother comes and asks the child, I keep the candy over here, Now it is not. Who has taken? Immediately he will say, nobody taught him. I have not taken. Who teaches? Where from it comes? Because it is by birth. It is already within us to tell the lies, to deceive people. So slowly, slowly we have to control all those things. And that is called morality. Whatever I should do, I must do. And what I am not supposed to do as a human being, I will never do. So that needs a tremendous mental strength. So why morality? To develop the mental strength. And when there is the development of mental strength, what comes? Purity. So the spirituality comes afterwards. After the morality comes spirituality. Where is the difference? Rituals. Christians are going to the churches. Church is totally different. There you will never find this type of all gods and goddesses. Maybe a symbol, maybe a cross, or just a lamp is burning. That's all. In the mosque, if you go, in the prayer hall of the Muslims, different. Their language is different. Their way of expression is different. That's all rituals. And we are observing some of the functions, they are observing different functions, but morality is same. So the philosophy, mythology in everyone. Then comes the ritual, then comes morality, and after the morality is spirituality. And this spirituality we do not reach. Mostly we stay over here in the morality. And we think morality is sufficient religion. A person who is not telling lies, he feels that I am a religious man. A person who is donating, helping the others, thinks I am a spiritual man. No, he is on the path of spirituality. And what is spirituality then? That ultimate knowledge. What is that ultimate knowledge? That we discussed. Seeing only one God in all different beings. There is no difference of language, caste, creed, color, no difference. So that is called spirituality. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, I had to practice. Why had to practice? Because that was his mission. He has come to establish religion. Sthapakaya cha dharmascha. So he has come to establish religion. Most of the people will be asking, before Sri Ramakrishna, at the time of Sri Ramakrishna, all religions were there. Why then Swami Vivekananda, he has said that Sri Ramakrishna invented, he came to establish religion, this unity in diversity. This is the speciality of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Jesus came, he had a mission, he gave that to the world. Now 2000 years people are practicing, but majority of the people can't understand Jesus even now, after 2000 years. In the beginning it was totally absurd. When he said, I and my Father in heaven are one, and the kingdom of God is within me. He is the king of the Jews. They misunderstood. They thought he is going to fight with the Caesar. Maybe that he is trying to organize a movement against the king. Nothing was like that. They must misunderstood him. And similarly, the Bhagavan Krishna came, a different mission. Buddha came, a different mission. A different time, different temperament of the people, different society. So the God is coming with a different mission. In the present age, what is that? Education is there. Intelligence is there. People are very sharp, they understand. But why then they are quarreling? There is a misunderstanding. And that is the reason hundreds of years the Christianity and Islam, they fought. They call it jihad, dharma yuddha. Hundreds of years, the King Richard, the Great of Great Britain, he went down to the Middle East and had a fight, and so many kings and the people, they went and they thought going and fighting with those people are a religion. Now, again the same thing. So why then it is like this? Why can't we be friendly? Why can't we think that we are brothers and sisters? Just imagine the first words that Swami Vivekananda, standing on the soil of Chicago in 1893, he addressed, sisters and brothers. That was the message of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. What is that message? We are, though we are different, having different religion, different culture, different language, different social values, but at the same time we are one. The moment people will understand it, they need not to convert themselves from to one religion to another, one faith to another, but they can become very good people. They can be friendly. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, this is in the Kathamrita, one here and there, suddenly he is telling, and one should understand the importance of these words. I had to practice. It is not that he was not knowing. It is not just out of curiosity. He was practicing different religion. There are many people, they will be practicing Buddhism. One gentleman came, he said, I have practiced Buddhism. Now I am interested in Hinduism, and I told in future, maybe that I will try to know Islam. Well, very good. Go on trying. But what he is going to try? Only philosophy. Only he will be reading books. Only he will see the outer religion, external religion. But religion is not the external thing. Religion is within. Then I told, it's a good try, but try to understand what religion really is. So this is very, very important. So here Bhagavan is telling, I had to practice, not out of curiosity, but to establish dharma, the religion, the idea for the modern people. And he is telling, one undoubtedly finds inspiration in a holy place. Now he is telling the why one should go to different holy places. Inspiration. If you go to a holy place, and if you know about that holy place, what happened over there, then only you get the inspiration. If you go as a tourist, snapping photos and coming away, you are a tourist. Only little bit of economical development of the locality maybe because of the tourism. But your spiritual development by visiting a holy place can be only if you know. That is Bhagavan is telling, and he is talking about his visit to Vrindavan. He went to Vrindavan. Now think of it, he was a worshipper of goddess Kali. According to that, he was a Shakta Pujari. So naturally, people may ask, why is visiting Vrindavan? Vrindavan is the place for only Vaishnavas. But Sri Ramakrishna is going over there. In the dusk, I would walk on the bank of the Jamuna. When the cattle returned along the sandy banks from their pastures, at the very sight of those cows, the thought of Krishna would flash in my mind. I would run along like a madman, crying, oh, where is Krishna? Where is my Krishna? Those who have read the life of Krishna, when he was a very young boy, he used to take the cows for grazing, and in the dusk he used to bring them along with his other friends. Remembering that, Sri Ramakrishna is running towards those cows coming back and trying to find out the Krishna. He forgot the time. The whole mind is going to Krishna. I went to Shyamakunda and Radhakunda. Kunda means the pond. The Shyamakunda and the Radhakunda in a palanquin and got out to visit the holy Mount Govardhana. This is the mount that the Krishna lifted to show that spiritual power, tremendous divine power. With a little finger he lifted that whole Govardhana. And seeing that Govardhana, the very sight of the mount, I was overpowered with divine emotion and ran to the top. I lost all consciousness of the world around me. When a person is spiritually so engrossed, he never cares for how people are thinking about him, what people will comment about him, what he is doing. So that is the uniqueness. He is not acting. That we have to keep in mind. He is not acting at all. He is from within his mind, he is becoming like that. My clothes became wet with tears. I said, "O Krishna, everything here is as it was in the olden days. You alone are absent." Look at it. Seated inside the palanquin, I lost all power of speech. Hriday followed the palanquin. He had warned the bearers to be careful about me. Gangamai, one very elderly lady, was there, and Nidhuvana. Bana means a small forest, and in that place Krishna and Radha, they used to have fun. They used to play over there. So Nidhuvana is famous for that. Even today, I have not seen myself, but many of the people observe. There's a small room and there's a bed. There are many other things like the mirror and the comb and the powder and these and that. Still, they will keep like that. Very neat and tidy, properly. And in the evening, all will go out. And you will wonder, even the monkeys, whole day they will be there. And the monkeys means not one or two, maybe in hundreds. All they are going out of that jungle. Outside the jungle, now the township has come, but no one will look into that in the evening. They will all close their windows. No one will dare to go over there. But in the morning when they go, they find there are footprints, steps here and there. And if a person is sleeping on the bed, as the bed become that thing. It was very neat and tidy, but next morning they will find as if somebody slept over there. Used those things, drank the water, every day it is there, believe it or not. But those people in the locality, they believe it very much. So Nidhuvana, still it is there. One Gangamai, elderly lady, her name was Ganga. Mai means mother. In India, the elderly ladies are called, even all the ladies are called as mother. So there is a respect. So Ganga Mai, the Ganga mother. This Ganga Mai, when she saw Sri Ramakrishna, she was very much devoted to Krishna. All through her life she practiced. When she saw Sri Ramakrishna, she was so much attracted to Sri Ramakrishna and hold his hand and say, "I will never allow you to go away. You are my Krishna." And then she said a very wonderful statement. He is the embodiment of Radha. She, the Gangamai, is commenting that Sri Ramakrishna, a male of almost 40-45 years, Gangamai is telling she is the embodiment of Radha. How can that be? Radha is supposed to be a lady. How Sri Ramakrishna, Gangamai can see Radha in him? So this is the unique conception. Radha is not a lady. Radha is purity. Radha means purity. And one more very important thing that I noticed, when you are walking through that, in the daytime when you are passing through, it's a jungle sort of thing, and they are all free, these monkeys. Sometimes they will be sitting on that path. You are passing, very narrow path. Unless they go away, you cannot walk. And if you are trying to halt it, all in group will come and attack you. But the moment you utter Radhe Radhe, this beast, these animals, these monkeys, they give the way. Immediately they will shift and they make a passage for you. Both the sides they are sitting, but will never harm you. This happened to me too. I was visiting that in the corner of the jungle. There is still that Gangamai's cottage is there. So I wanted to see that. When I was traveling alone, I found those monkeys are sitting on that. So immediately I remembered, I folded my hand and said Radhe Radhe. I don't know whether they understand it or not. Maybe they are familiar with the sound Radhe Radhe. They make the path. And I could go. Though I was thinking if they are attacking me or not, but I didn't look behind. Radhe, 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 I walked. And from distance also one person was telling, you go on chanting Radhe, Radhe, nothing is going to happen to you. It really happened. At the time of returning back, same thing. So it has a tremendous, in whole of Vrindavan, the people, when they are seeing each other, Radhe, Radhe, they will be greeting each other in those words. And the person who are coming for begging, they will also utter Radhe, Radhe. So this way, the whole area constantly going on reminding you, be pure, be pure, be pure. The moment you become pure like Radha, you can realize Krishna over there. Krishna the God in human form. Even today, and all over the Vrindavan, it is a big area. Now it's a big township. 24 hours, someone or other will be going on chanting the name of Krishna. It can never stop. It will be going on. But in Kashi, from Vrindavan, if you come to Benares, the Kashi, no Radha, no Krishna, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. There's a totally different atmosphere. Shiva, Shiva, because knowledge. There is devotion. In Kashi, in Benares, knowledge. So devotion and knowledge side by side. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling why people can't realize God? Maya, because of the Maya. In Hindu, they call Maya. In the this Buddhism, they call it Tanha. In Christianity, called temptation. When you are tempted, you are deviated. I am supposed to realize God and I am supposed to travel, but temptation comes, name, fame, and so many other things of the world. So the temptation comes. And that is the reason they call it this. This Maya is nothing but lust and greed. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajoguna samudbhava. In Bhagavan, Krishna, long back, thousands of years back, he said the problem of the human being is only two. Desire, kama, desire. Krodha, the moment the desire is not fulfilled, I am angry. These are the two things. When I am angry, I am going to fight. The last, I think few months back, I read in a newspaper, young two girls, maybe only in their teens, 13, 16, like that. They had a quarreling in the school. And then the one girl, she became so angry, she ran to her uncle and told, "Uncle, I need your gun." And look at the uncle also. And he gave that gun to that girl, and she was angry, took the gun straight to that her friend, called her, shot her, killed her. Now she is in jail. Why? Only one desire. What is that desire? Something, some quarrel. So both of them was trying to have only one thing, and then as because the second one was not getting the access, kama, desire, was not fulfilled, she became so angry, killed her friend. So this is the tremendous, terrible thing that happens in our mind. That's why our children should be taught. You have to control your passions, your anger. Just think what is going to happen. Nothing. Nothing is going to happen. If you are not getting that particular thing right this moment, you may feel, oh, I am losing. No, nothing you are losing. Something else is waiting for you. Believe it. Have the faith. And stand on your own feet. Be successful. Whatever you want, everything will come to you. This is the great thing. Now, the Prime Minister of India, 120 billion people over there. Now, he has become Prime Minister. He was a very ordinary person. He was a vendor. He used to sell tea in the station, something like that. From there, he started successful as a politician. And this is the first time as a Prime Minister he is entering into the Parliament. Before that, he never entered into the Parliament. I went to see how is Parliament, how things goes, because that is the place from where millions of people are ruled. So how thing goes, I went to see that. So many people, they go regularly. When Modi never entered. And when he entered, he is the king. So this way, when people are going on doing something or other, he is going to get, sure, something or other. When he applied to come over here in America, he didn't get the visa for some reason. The country to country it goes on like that. Now, he was not sorry for that. Now, he is capable to come anytime he likes. And now he is telling, I don't like to go because I don't need to go. So, when he was not getting the permission, if he had killed himself or become a terrorist and coming to America and bombing and all these things, what would have happened? So, this is the way one should be patient. Kama esha, krodha esha. When we were also children, we had so many desires. And when it was not fulfilled, all the small little things, we used to think, oh, we are lost. We have not got it. My friend has got it. I am not getting. Now, after so many years, I think because I didn't get that, it is good. It seems like that. When you grow, you can understand. That's why Swami Vivekananda is telling, all the failures I bless. All the failures in my life I bless. Because of them, now I am here. I have become more wise because of those. So this is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. The problem that we can't realize God, only two, because lust and greed. And this in one word is called Maya. And then it was a Friday, Lakshmi Puja day. The very famous person, Keshav Chandra Sen, he has come in a boat from Calcutta to Dakshineshwar. And at this time, the last time when I went to Calcutta, I was going from Belur Math to Dakshineshwar by boat. Then one lady, she was the representative from San Francisco, American lady. She was standing over there enjoying that river. Then when she saw me, she told, Swamiji, are you going anywhere? I told, yes. Is in the boat? Yes. I also like to go by boat. I said, you come. The whole boat was hired. It can carry nearly 50 people, and we are only 5. You can come. She sat there, going on chanting and meditating. I told, see, there's a beautiful building, see these. I don't like to see that. I only want to imagine. So American lady, naturally, what she will see the good building over there. She has seen so many good buildings here. See the devotion, she was imagining that she is traveling or sailing in a boat to Dakshineshwar, as Keshav Chandra Sen came to Dakshineshwar to Thakur. And she was telling, as if I am also going to Thakur by a boat along with you. I myself was not remembering those things at all, and I was taken aback by the devotion and his knowledge about the scripture. She was going on thinking about this, and she was going. The Keshav came to Dakshineshwar, and Sri Ramakrishna was sitting in his famous room alongside the Ganga temple, etc. In that room, he was talking with some people. When the other people came, the disciples or the followers of Keshav Chandra Sen, and told, we have brought the vehicle. Keshav is waiting there. Please come. Now the big vessel cannot come near the shore, so the small boat, Sri Ramakrishna went in that small boat, went over there. Now he was telling Brahma devotees, he became famous because Keshav Chandra Sen wrote about him. And that's why he became famous among the educated people. See, all with curiosity looking at Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna, the moment he went over there, he went into semi-consciousness in the Samadhi. And then he was talking to himself. These words are very important. Mother, why have you brought me here? They are hedged around and not free. Can I free them? So these are the words. Sri Ramakrishna is going not as a tourist, not to have the fun of sailing on the Ganga and all that. He is going with a mission. What is that mission? To make people aware that they are divine. So sometimes some people, they will be inviting me, come and have some food. I go sometime, but I am not very happy. Why? The food is not important. Important is to mix with people, at least 10, 12, 15 people, whoever comes, if we can talk with them, mix with them, tell them about the God. Afterwards what happened, that is up to them and God. But my mission is fulfilled only by telling them that this is the Sri Ramakrishna himself is doing missionary work. Bhagavan himself is going, and then he is telling, Mother, why have you brought me here? They are hazed around and not free. Can I free them? One very senior Swami told me, now he has passed away recently. He told me, because we went to a devotee's house and we were sitting there for the breakfast they invited, and after the breakfast when we were coming back, then he said, he was talking with them and I was a junior brahmachari. I was not supposed to say anything, I was quietly listening. And before I am coming out, he said, hey, wait, have you given something to them? I took something to them, they invited, I came. Then I thought I was supposed to bring some gift for them. Oh, Swamiji, I was not knowing that I should bring any gift. I could purchase some books for them or some items for them. He said, no, not that. Have you given anything to them? Second time he asked, that also I couldn't understand. I told, what do you mean? What to give? Then he said, prayer, prayer, prayer. You have come over here. And why they have invited you? There are so many other people. They have not invited them. They have invited you. Why? Thinking that you are a holy person, you are a brahmachari. And by serving you, by feeding you, they will get some blessings of God. You have come, you have taken the food, but in exchange, Have you prayed for them? I told him, no. And then he said, stand over here, pray for them, then you come out. So this is the training, this is the teaching. You have to understand the life of a missionary. Constantly prayerful, constantly praying to God, O Almighty. I am a very ordinary person. I cannot do anything. But you are Almighty God. You can do anything and everything. These people are coming to me. I am sometime invited to some people to speak about religion. Do I know anything about religion? I don't know anything. Whatever I know, it is available in the books. Anyone can read it and can explain it. Then what for I am here? Why they are paying my passage money, keeping me with great honor, feeding me, giving me gift? Why? I can't give anything to them, but I only can pray to you. I know you can do anything and everything. So please fulfill their prayers. So this is only we can do, what a missionary can do. Only pray to God day and night, every moment. Please listen to their prayer and bless them, bless them, bless them. So up to this today, now the rain is coming. So externally, that all these things are changing. And in our life also thing changes constantly. But we should always go on praying to God, oh God, bless me so that I can always think of you and that one who never changes. God never changes. Atman, Paramatman, Brahman never changes. And that is you within my heart. My body is changing. Mind is changing. My thoughts are changing. My social behavior, attachments are changing. But you are the one unchangeable. I believe you. Maybe I call you as God or Bhagavan or Brahman or Atman, but you are the same. So please listen to my prayer and please help me so that I can understand you. Next day, we will read how Sri Ramakrishna is talking with these Brahma Samaj people. Let us offer the pranam to Sri Ramakrishna again. Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Drita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Peace, 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 peace everywhere.